Hi everybody, I am Brian Mullins the Fox, and for a quick unscripted rant video that I'm only going to upload onto my drama archive channel until I put all this drama in a compilation of sorts in the future. I just want to point out the hypocrisy of Lyle Convoy, as if I haven't pointed it out clearly enough already. I could say that unlike Rosa Ray Ramsey, Tom did not lie about how long it took them to find out that Vita was an active predator, which was roughly 2 years or so. But that point of hypocrisy doesn't crumble just because Rosa Ray Ramsey lied about how long it took them to realize and deal with the predator that Rosa and Rebecca Starlight, among others, allowed to sit comfy in a server that had minors and children at the time. Because which is worse, 8 months or 2 years? And the example of the hypocrisy of Lyle Convoy is something I will get into in a little bit. But before I do, I want to make sure I get things clear. Even though my Lyle Convoy video has not come out yet and will on these dates, as I will show them on the screen, this is not a slander piece. I'm not calling him a groomer. I'm not calling him a pedo. Those accusations are still false to this day. So let me get everything straight. At the time when Mintheart was going through trauma after being a victim of sexual assault, when Mint was a she at the time, dealing with Vita and Lyle Convoy when Lyle and Vita were still friends, Vita started the GoFundMe page, whilst he was actively preying on another minor named Jazz. Vita then handed the funds over to Lyle conveniently, so it doesn't make Tom look like shit. People gave money to the GoFundMe, which was started by a predator, until that predator known as Joshua Keith Vita handed it over to Lyle Convoy. And somehow, Jordan Doodles, formerly known as Mintheart, as I will be gender neutral, for whatever reason, was self-aware enough to not move in with Lyle Convoy until she herself, or at that time she was a she, turned 18. Rosa Ray Ramsey is one thing of an example, but this is way worse than Rosa Ray Ramsey. It's worse than just not caring about the safety and welfare of any minors or children that have ever been in the server that a predator was allowed to sit cozy in by Rosa and Rebecca Starlight and others. Sure, Lyle Convoy can say, well, we didn't know that Vita was a predator and an active one at that time, but now we do roughly 2 or so years later, and Queen Serafina made the video with Lyle Convoy and some other sources and footage in 2021. They knew that just exposing him outright is not a smart decision, but somehow all of this was because Jazz was afraid to come out against Vita when Vita was still a popular influence around Lyle Convoy, a former friend of his. That example of Lyle Convoy indirectly endangering a minor still stands at that point. Nice try being an asshole, gaslighting me in the comments, and then, after telling me to sit down and shut the fuck up, you say, we could talk about something else or just have a talk in the server other than this nonsense. What nonsense? I'm just proving a simple point to you, and you're so dense you couldn't even fucking get it until I have to explain it all to you? I don't believe that for a second, because you know that. You know that. I don't have to be the dense one here, motherfucker. This is just a simple point of hypocrisy, and this will be a drama video only coming out on my drama archive channel until either he tries to false DMCA, or he tries to take me to court, or call my house, or whatever. I don't want him to do any of that, and I'm gonna make sure I'm vocal enough to where he doesn't do that, even though he never threatened to do any of those things at all. I'm Brian Mullins the Fox, signing out. Thanks for watching this simple call-out video. Bye.